Welcome to another presentation by Strategist Group 8. Here are our PEX simulation results found by group members Ryan Fellows, Daniel Kelchner, Svetlana Reardon, Saya Mishima, and Janelle Nesberg.
Number case. We had to start by adding one aircraft each quarter until we get to 75 aircraft at the 5-year point. Also, we had to increase the number of planes about 100% per year. We must have 55 employees per aircraft and keep the number of employees per aircraft. 15% of the revenue are used for marketing, and also the price per seat was set at 0.09 per seat mile, and target service scope was set at 60%. As a result, we discovered that high turnover and high rookie fraction that had a direct impact on customer service. The more employees we hired, the lower our customer service fell. Because of the amount of aircraft purchased and employees hired, net income plummeted to a total of negative $245.1 million.
Our first strategy was low fare and aggressive marketing. The strategy of this scenario was to keep the fare at a low flat rate of $0.09 per seat mile and spend an average of $17 million a year on marketing to try to capture new customers. This strategy gave us slow growth, but by the end of year 4 we had a net income of $24.9 million. The accumulated net income is $45 million. Due to increased net income, our stock price increased from $1.88 to $11.13 per share at the end of year 4. The reason for the change in cash flow was directly related to the service scope. Once we reduced our service scope, our net income began to rise drastically. Customer service rate was low due to high employee fraction and employee turnover. The average work week was still over 40 hours a week, even though we had 59 employees per aircraft.
Low fares, high customer service. The strategy implemented in this scenario was to keep fares below the industry average and hiring at a constant rate so that there were always at least 56 employees per plane. This resulted in a constantly decreasing rookie fraction and a high level of customer service. Because of low employee turnover and a high level of customer service, a net income of $57.8 million was able to be obtained by the end of year 4. This was a result of a capacity growth rate of 28.6%, a demand growth rate of 46.9%, and a market share of 0.007. The accumulated net income of this strategy is $71 million.
Increased fares, increased service. This was our best scenario. The strategy used for this scenario was to steadily increase fares to 0.17 per seat mile, while simultaneously increasing customer service. This was able to be obtained through having 56 employees per plane, which resulted in a low average work week of 33 hours a week. This led to high customer service because of the experienced employees as well as a low rookie fraction. Due to the high quality of service of 1.20, we were able to obtain 0.006 of the market share and bring in a net income of $74.4 million. This was our most successful scenario, not only because it had our highest net income, but it also had a high service quality, which was a result of stress-free, experienced workers.
Here's the flow chart we created based on our successful business strategy. As you can see, all of the inputs affect the overall net income. The amount of planes we bought, mixed with the amount of customers we had, affected the overall demand and then essentially the customers won and lost. The amount of employees we hired, mixed with the training and routes availability we provided them with, led to overall employee efficiency. Our capacity goals were met by selling the right amount of flights and destination options to go along with these flights. The changing of routes was influenced by the areas of marketing we concentrated on and then to final route costs. The marketing changes we made increased our customers won, but also added to cost and a decreased net income. Next, the total flights sold and overall customer satisfaction led to total revenue, while the turnover costs, route costs, and marketing costs made up the total costs, which when added to the total revenue or subtracted from the total revenue gives us the net income. Through running these simulations, we have found that all variables involved in a business's strategy are interconnected and affect the overall net income of the company. Thank you for joining us.